take the hit, take the hit, take the hit.
Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You are here with Joff. Alright, it's the round of 16 in the European Championship. What a tournament it's been. Wow, what a tournament. I've been loving sitting back and observing from not smashing the fantasy content. It's just been good to observe and enjoy the games, and hope you guys are enjoying the tournament and having a nice fantasy competition as well. And just like my first video, I'm going to go about this video slightly different. It might be my last video for the Euros. Just again, hashtag play your own game. It's all about playing your own game, not worrying about what that person over there is doing or what they're thinking. Do what you're thinking, trust yourself. It's always about, it's your game at the end of the day. You know, it doesn't matter about what someone else is doing. So anyway, I'll give you my mindset behind this. I'm not going to give you my team. I'm just going to go strictly into basically mindset of what I'm looking at moving forward. And you guys can adapt this strategy and some of the players as well I'm going to mention. You can adapt some of these players, but you know what? You do you. So basically, what I've looked at is the round of 16 knockout. So the winner of the Belgium-Portugal game will play the winner of the Italy and Austria game. So in this situation here, I think that Italy-Austria is a very favourable fixture for the Italians. So I've thrown in 4. This might be a biased pick because I think we're going to win it. I think we're going to go far, even if we do end up playing Belgium or Portugal in that next game. So again, if that doesn't work out, if Italy loses along the way, hey, it happens. But that's the thing, is this is a strategy moving forward here that, like for example, the Netherlands group, Netherlands plays Czech Republic and Wales plays Denmark, and the winner of those two games play each other. So Netherlands will be playing Wales most likely, or Denmark, and then the winner of that will be playing the Germany and Netherlands game. So it's just about that mindset. So I'm definitely going hard on Netherlands. I'm going to have 4 Netherlands players. So just this is trying to give you a bit of a background about the mindset of what I'm looking at, just kind of looking ahead sometimes. You know, we've got the format, we've got who's going to play who. It's so kind of so easy for us to give ourselves the best opportunity. You know, having said that though, you know, obviously having the 4 Italians, you know, you can always get it wrong. All of a sudden Belgium or Portugal knocks out Italy if it happens. Hopefully it doesn't. I reckon Italy will knock them out, but it's one of those things where it's just play your own game, trust your feel of it. But yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about as well, because I think that's very important. And for the Italians, while we're here, the Italy-Austria game, I'm looking at Immobile. He's looking in really good form. He's looking like the striker that Italy wants to have in a major tournament. Insigne is doing well as well, cutting in from the right. I think he's an amazing option. The Italian defense, obviously, we know the Italians' record at the moment. So all of these Italian defenders, wait closer to the game to see if you know who's going to start. But you definitely know Bonucci and Spinazzola will start, so they're great options right there. So that's the Italy-Austria game. And then, yeah, so Denmark and Wales, while we were speaking about that, Bale, Ramsey, options. You know, obviously we know that they're going to play most likely Netherlands. But yeah, again, back yourself. So moving forward to the next couple of games, while we're talking about the Netherlands, Memphis Depay, wow, and Wijnaldum. These are players that you probably have to look at, don't you? I mean, especially with their run, I think that they're really good options. So those 2 boys I'd be keeping an eye on. Stecklenburg's cheap, a 4.7 keeper, so definitely keep an eye on Stecklenburg. And Dumfries, man, I think he's got 2 goals. So their defender there, Dumfries, great options for the Netherlands. And obviously their striker, what's his bloody name? I keep forgetting his name. The Weghorst. So Weghorst is a player that I'd keep an eye on. I think he's going to start the next game. So definitely a decent option right there. But yeah, so that's the Netherlands. And who else have we got here? So the Czech Republic. I mean, Patrick Schick, we've seen the cracker that he scored. Man, there's been some cracker goals, haven't there? It's been pretty awesome. But yeah, Patrick Schick would be one I'd keep an eye on. Maybe even Soufal if you really want to do that. But you know, I'm not going to go any Czech players. Germany and England. So Germany and England, I'm looking ahead. I think that Ukraine and Germany will progress. So Germany and England, Gosens, Kimmich. These are some players that have looked the piece. Kai Havertz has looked amazing, hasn't he? He's really found some form. So Kai Havertz is one to keep an eye on. Yeah, a lot of these German players, like Gnabry or Sane, we just don't know what's going to kind of take place in those games, if they're all going to get starts. But Müller as well. So I think that Germany progresses, in my opinion. But obviously Sterling's looked decent. Grealish actually looked really amazing in the last game. So it wouldn't surprise me if England wins, obviously. But that's where my head's at. And the Ukraine and Sweden game, I think that Yarmolenko has had a tournament, hasn't he? I mean, he's one to keep an eye on. If they're to go through here, I think that Yarmolenko's got to have something to do with it. Malinovsky is another one, as well as Yaremchuk, good option as well. And for Sweden, obviously Forsberg is their guy. So if you're going to go Swede, you go Forsberg, I believe. I think that he's a really good option. I think he scored all their goals, but bar one or something in the tournament. So definitely keep an eye on Mr. Forsberg. And then France and Switzerland. That game there, yeah, I'd potentially go for France, because I think that, or 3 France, because the winner of the France-Switzerland game plays the winner of Croatia and Spain. Spain haven't looked too good. Croatia, they could come good. They could spark into form. So Mbappe and Benzema, we know that Benzema's now on penalties, so that's an option. Otherwise, Pogba's looked good. Hasn't done much, but he's looked good, hasn't he? Otherwise, their defense, Varane, Lloris, their keeper, all options that you can keep an eye on for sure. Switzerland, I'm not putting anyone in from there. I wouldn't even talk about it. I guess besides maybe Zerdan Shaqiri, maybe. All right, Shaqiri, you got to keep an eye. We love Shaqiri as a legend, isn't he? And then Croatia Spain is the last game as well. So in this game here, I think that we've got to keep an eye on a few of these players from these just the bigger players like even Ferran Torres off the bench scored, probably going to want to start in this next game. Maybe he does. Perisic obviously got his goal for Croatia as well. He's got a couple, so a really good option there as well. I don't know, with this game here as well, it is a bit tricky. Like Morata, he's just had a bit of an unlucky tournament, but could be ready to explode. Maybe, you just never know, do you? So Jordi Alba as well, another explosive one down the left, if they are to keep it clean. So another good option. So I think that's that group. And then basically Belgium, Portugal. So the last game here, Ronaldo's had a tournament. So if you are to have Ronaldo from the get-go, like if you've had him from the start, and you got to ride the wave, don't you? He's got like 9, 10, 9 or something like that. So Ronaldo is one that I'm heavily considering. But obviously Lukaku, KDB, it's crazy. Jota from Portugal. There's Meunier from Belgium. Oh man, there's a lot of plays in this kind of this fixture here. But the winner of this game plays Italy. So yeah, it's again, I would suggest to kind of look at your predictor and see who you think's going to go through. See who you think is going to be progressing in this tournament, and then make your decisions by that way. Or that's a suggestion. Otherwise, if you feel like just being like, I'm taking it one game at a time, Joffy boy. I've got my wild card up my sleeve. Well, then target these fixtures. Even limitless in these fixtures, because you've got the lesser teams are still in it. You've got more teams in it. You've got more likelihood to be some higher scoring games. Especially because there's potential for extra time as well. So you could get like a 2-2 game. All of a sudden, there's more, like 2 more goals in extra time. 4-2. So more points potentials. So a bit of advice there for you guys, all you legends out there, and I hope you're enjoying the tournament and having a good just some fun with it. I've had a lot of fun. I've enjoyed a lot of these games. I'm going to be getting up for a lot of these games. Obviously in Australia here, we've got to get up for them. So yeah, that's my roundup there as well, and just I guess a cheeky one for me as well. I mean, I'm definitely looking at like some hot tips for me. Memphis Depay, he's one for me that I'm definitely going to have in my team, and Ciro Immobile as well. I reckon I'm going to do that as well. It might be a bit biased though, so make your own mind up. And the third player that I'll give you guys, I'm just going to go Spinazzola as well. I'm going Italy. I think that Italy will do all right. But actually, Gosens is another player that I haven't mentioned. Gosens for Germany, he's going down that left wing. He's looking dynamic. So Gosens is another one. But all the best this week and for the rest of this FPL. All the best, guys. Trust yourself. Play your own game. Enjoy the game. As we say at FPL, take the hit. Always remember to stay positive and accept the reds, but embrace those green arrows, guys. Peace.